Have you ever wished you had a super smart helper? Something that could dig deep into any topic, find all the important information, understand it, and then explain it back to you clearly? Like a research superhero? But now, there's a new champion in town, and it's like the ultimate detective, powered by Google's super smart Gemini 2.5 Pro technology. Imagine taking the best research helper you knew and giving it a massive upgrade. That's what Google has done. Let me introduce you again to Google's Deep Research tool. So, what's the big deal with this update? Well, this new version doesn't just find information scattered across the internet like picking up random puzzle pieces. No, it does much more. It carefully puts those pieces together, seeing the bigger picture with amazing depth. Think of it like not just finding facts, but understanding the story behind the facts. The reports it creates are not just lists of information, moments that help you really understand a topic. And here's something really cool. It now has this extra layer of thinking power, like analytical reasoning. It doesn't just tell you what happened, it helps you understand why it might have happened and what it could mean. This special thinking ability really makes it stand out from all the other research helpers out there. If you thought the previous version was impressive, trust me, you are in for a huge surprise. This new upgraded Deep Research is mind-blowingly powerful. How powerful? Well, imagine a test for these research tools. In overall tests measuring how well they do deep research, this new Google tool scored almost 70% success. That's like getting a great grade on a really hard test. And guess what? That score is nearly double what some other famous AI research tools, like the one from OpenAI, can achieve right now. It's like comparing a fast runner to someone who's suddenly twice as fast. It's not just about finding information either. This tool got way better at following instructions. You tell it what you need, and it really listens and understands. Its ability to grasp complex ideas, we call that comprehension, and provide complete answers has taken a giant leap forward. And the way it writes, the quality is fantastic, clear, well organized, and easy to read. All these improvements together make it, without a doubt, the best research helper available for anyone today. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on amazing tools like this, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And check out our previous videos for more cool content. Wondering what Gemini Deep Research is? Think of it as Google's super smart AI personal assistant, like having your own expert researcher ready to tackle complex projects or questions for school or work. It runs on the powerful Gemini 2.5 Pro engine. This allows it to search hundreds of websites far faster than a person could, automatically creating clever step-by-step plans to find exactly what you need. It can deeply analyze the information, understanding context and meaning, before presenting it all in clear, well-explained, detailed reports. It doesn't just stop there. It thinks through the information, connects the dots, and keeps everything up to date. It can even create cool audio summaries, like a mini podcast explaining the findings. This amazing tool saves you many hours of painstaking work by delivering high-quality information quickly. It's designed to be flexible enough to handle diverse subjects, and truly helpful in synthesizing vast amounts of data on almost any topic you can imagine. Currently, you can generate about 20 of these deep research reports each day. That's quite a lot. It's available in around 150 countries, so there's a good chance you can access it where you live. Plus, it understands and can work in about 45 different languages. Here's the important part. To use this supercharged research feature, you need to have the Pro plan for Gemini, which is called Gemini Advanced. This is a paid subscription. However, Google often offers a free trial. That's actually what I did to test it out and show you all this today. You can sign up for the free trial, explore Gemini Advanced, and specifically select the 2.5 Pro experimental option. From there, you can choose Deep Research and start generating these incredible, in-depth reports. And it's not just for your computer. You can also use it on your phone, whether you have an iPhone, iOS, or an Android device. So you can start a deep research task even when you're on the go. Let's see this amazing tool in action. To really test it, I gave it a challenging task. I asked it to analyze something complex happening in the world, the effects of new tariff policies, These are like taxes on goods traded between countries that the United States put in place early in 2025. As many people know, the markets have been a bit shaky lately because of these changes. So I wanted to see if Gemini Deep Research could figure out what was going on. I specifically asked it to focus on several key things. How did the stock market react? Economic forecasts for the future. How did specific types of businesses, sectors get affected? How did it change relationships between countries, international trade relations, and a few other related points? As soon as I gave it the prompt, my request, you could see it start working on a plan. It was figuring out the steps it needed to take to answer my complex question thoroughly. It decided which topics to research first. Then, with a click of a button to start the research, it began executing its plan. You could actually watch it work. Inside the Gemini app, there's a space like a canvas where you can see a live visualization of its thinking process. It showed how it was understanding the situation, what it was searching for initially, and how it planned to check if the information sources were reliable. It was like looking over the shoulder of a brilliant researcher as they worked. Then, it started selecting websites to gather information from. It listed several potential sources. This is one of the things I really love about Gemini Deep Research. It doesn't just rely on one or two places. It can scan through potentially dozens of websites. The creators say over 40, but it might be even more. To find the necessary facts for the report, it sifts through everything to find credible, useful information. Remember I mentioned audio summaries? This is another brilliant feature. After the report is generated, you can click a button that says Generate Audio Overview. What does it do? It basically turns the written report into audio. But it's not just a boring computer voice reading text. It often sounds more natural, sometimes even conversational, like a mini podcast explaining the key findings. Just listen to that. It makes understanding complex information so much easier. You can listen while you're doing other things, making it super convenient to absorb the knowledge. It's like having the research explained to you personally. This capability, turning dense text into an easy-to-listen-to summary, is just another reason why this tool feels so revolutionary. Just to give you some perspective on how big of an upgrade this is, let's quickly compare it to the older version of the Deep Research tool, which was powered by an earlier model, Gemini 2.0 Flash. That older version wasn't bad, but it just couldn't produce the same level of output. For example, a report I generated on a different topic using the old version was only 21 pages long, and honestly, the quality wasn't nearly as impressive. It was mostly plain text without helpful tables. The sources it used weren't always as strong or numerous. It only used around 20 sources for that report. But with the new Gemini 2.5 Pro version, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on amazing tools like this, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And check out our previous videos for more cool content.